At least 4 states are considering legislation now that would allow educators to carry a concealed firearm in schools. 8 states already do. Nikki Battiste spent the day with a science teacher who carries a gun in his rural Colorado classroom.
I just have to teach kids science. And sometimes you have to do additional things at small schools, and this is one of them.
Sideways. Okay, that's the San Andreas fault.
People are dying, like in Florida, and you know, if you're going to protect kids, why not give them a tool to protect them with?
All right, assign variables to the unknowns.
How long have you been a science teacher here?
This is my 3rd year.
And how long have you been armed in your classroom?
This is my 1st year.
What kind of gun is on you?
It's a Glock, 9mm.
It's concealed carry.
Correct.
Where is your firearm?
Can I show it to you?
Yes, please. In your cowboy boot.
It's why I wear boots.
You didn't used to wear boots?
No.
Is this gun loaded?
There's nothing in the chamber. The school board would not allow for us to put one in the chamber.
So it's never loaded in class?
It's in the clip.
What chapter is this?
15.
Carl Donaldson volunteered to carry a gun in his classroom. He's one of about 100 armed staff in schools across Colorado.
Another hot spot we have, which is there.
If you heard gunshots right now, what would you do?
Lockdown immediately. All the classes will have their locked doors. I would run towards the gunfire, try to find out who it is, and take care of it.
If an active shooter were to come in, you have to make a split life or death decision.
Correct.
Are you ready for that?
Yes. I mean, my biggest fear is missing and hitting a student. That's the risk you take by carrying a gun. Well, may I miss? Yeah, possibly. But would you rather have 50 kids killed or 1?
Colorado law prohibits firearms in schools, but a loophole lets school districts choose to have concealed carry for staff. Armed teachers here are required to pass this training called Faster Saves Lives. It's a 3-day firearms and trauma response course, which includes this simulated school shooting scenario.
And how often are you being retrained or refreshing?
Every semester we go in and shoot the 100% qualification.
55% of Colorado voters favored allowing teachers and school officials to carry guns on school grounds, according to a 2015 Quinnipiac poll. We sat down with other teachers here during lunch who are having the same discussion.
I had really mixed feelings when they first came up with it, because it was like, what do we do? I mean, they could shoot our whole building up before we would ever have anybody get here for help.
As a human being, it was very saddening to me that that's what this has come to.
Do you think arming teachers is the right response to these school shootings?
It's at least a step to hopefully help, deter people from coming in here.
Would you feel comfortable being armed in your classroom?
I'm more armed with books. So we'd have to throw books at all of them.
Do you know who the armed staff are?
Not for sure. Have a pretty good idea.
Despite these warning signs in front of the school, parents, students, and staff are not told who is armed.
Do you think they have a right to know?
That's up to the school board administration. And if anybody asks me, I tell them.
A lot of people would say this is a terrible idea.
Yeah, and that's their opinion, and I respect it. But I think our community wants our students protected. We can't afford security guards. And if teachers are willing to and go through the training, I think they should have the opportunity to help protect them.
What is the answer to keep our kids safe?
There is no answer. And I'm not saying we're going to stop school violence by having teachers with weapons, but at least it's something that it's a good start. And so there is no answer. But this is what we decided as a community and as a school district.
The school has other armed staff. Each had to pass a background check and a psychological evaluation. And Jeff, the superintendent, says other schools considering arming their staffs have reached out to him for guidance.
All right, Nikki, back from Colorado tonight. Thank you for that report.